All right, this is Rudy, and as I go through this 277-page document for day 3 of the trial, I I come across some highlights from time to time, and I just want to capture them. This is direct examination of Angela Strauss. She's an FBI agent that went into the house and took pictures of the safe and took pictures of the rifles and took pictures of the guns. They're making a big deal about everything. It's absolutely insane. But anyway, here's a little section I wanted to read. Question. This is from Miss Lamoureux, who's Scrocky's sidekick. She's the evil prosecutor. Can you read the first bullet point there? Answer. Our government is not operating by the rule of law. Instead, it is operating by the rule of force. Miss Lamoureux, let's move on to page 5. Question. Do you see the second bullet point there? Answer. Yes. Question. Can you read that? Answer. We, the people, are under no obligation to follow an unconstitutional law. In fact, by doing so, we give that law power. Question. Go ahead and read the paragraph below that. Answer. We have an obligation and a duty to a higher power to not follow unjust and unconstitutional laws. Right now, we need to be the Rosa Parks of the world. We need to walk to the front of the bus and sit down. Now let's think about that. Was Rosa Parks a criminal for breaking an unjust law by sitting in the front of the bus where only whites were allowed to sit? Or was she a true American hero who was standing up for liberty and justice? Sometimes we have a duty to disobey, lest we lose our liberties and our life. Okay, I thought that was important, and let's continue to read for a little bit and see if there's anything else. Let's go to page 8. Objection. Could we finish reading the unread parts of this page and on the previous page? Dooley objected. Dooley is Barney Coleman's lawyer, I believe. Miss Lamoureux, okay. So Dooley's forcing her to read the rest of it. I have not read this, so we'll read it together for the first time. Question. Can you read the first bullet on that page, please? Answer. Our founders knew that our government was not to be trusted, so they had 5 veto powers put in place. Number 1, the legislative. Number 2, the executive. Number 3, law enforcement. Number 4, the judicial. Number 5, the jury. In parenthesis, we the people. Question. Okay, let's go back to page 2. Question. Can you go ahead and read the entire page? Yes. Okay, this is what she's reading. I hope you don't mind. I wrote some thoughts down that I would just like to read. I figure if it's good enough for press, it's good enough for me. And besides, I get locked up like a deer in headlights when I got one of those microphones in front of me. Our government is not operating by the rule of law. Instead, it is operating by the rule of force. Our founders didn't trust the government to not trample our liberties, so they gave them the Constitution, which is a set of strict rules and laws for them, not for the people. But anyone who has read and studied the Constitution knows that long ago our government abandoned it and has been operating outside our boundaries set for them for quite some time. In fact, the majority of laws and statutes we have now are unconstitutional. So if the government is operating outside the law that we gave them, that would mean it is our government who is breaking the law. And what is to hold them accountable and other than to vote them out and someone else in, and we are still stuck with bad laws. I don't see them getting rid of bad laws. I just see them passing more. And with each bad law, our liberties are being taken away until one day we will wake up and no longer have any. Miss Lamoureux, let's move on to page 8. Okay, I thought that was important, and if I come across more highlights, I'll make a short little video about it. But that'll show you Schaefer Cox's state of mind.